911, what's your emergency?
I need to report a fire. It's the house across the street, and smoke's coming from its windows.
What's the address?
I don't know. It's across the street.
We have your address, ma'am. 3421 Brook Drive. Fire trucks are on their way. This is the Blue John 4, fire across the street from 3421 Brook Drive. 24, 5, 16, there,
11 into 15.
all units responding to Brook Drive. We're getting several calls on this.
Chief 3 copy. Engine 24. Looks like you'll be first in.
I didn't hear them at all. They came out of nowhere.
Dispatcher, reroute engine and truck 16 to this accident. Start a cover in for that fire.
A lot of people don't realize the vulnerability that goes on between a fire station or a police officer leaving their headquarters and making their way to the scene of that emergency. If people don't see you, they can turn in front of you. If people don't hear you, they can possibly put their brakes on at the wrong time. And any fire apparatus that doesn't get to the scene means that that emergency is going to get worse.
Hello, I'm Juan Gutierrez, president of BNC Electronic Engineering in Denver. We've been in business for 26 years, designing and developing custom products. However, 911 emergency and traffic alerts has been our most rewarding project because we're able to combine our engineering expertise with our public safety institutional knowledge, including firefighters, EMTs, and police officers. 911 ETA is a revolutionary patent-pending technology that displays responding emergency vehicles on GPS and smartphones. We can notify the motoring public with a visual and audible alert of responding emergency vehicles in their area by displaying an icon of a fire truck, police car, or ambulance and their direction of travel.
Emergency vehicle to the front.
Warning. Emergency vehicle to the rear. Warning. Emergency vehicle to the rear.
You don't have to do anything to make it happen. The thing is just automatic. It lets you know when an emergency vehicle is approaching within 1,000 feet.
It tells us, are they approaching from the back, from the front, from the left, from the right.
Technology was real intuitive. I got it right away. It was very clear the application, the value that it would bring to any community. And I think about it in terms of my community where technology is very prevalent. Mercer Island is in the middle of Redmond, which is Microsoft country. You can't go anywhere without that technology. Smartphones, GPS units, smart cars, those kinds of things. That nexus of technology and safety, people get it. It sells itself.
We talk an awful lot about fire prevention. We talk an awful lot about fire suppression. And what this is the gap in between the two. If a fire doesn't happen, you don't need help. But if you do need help, you need it quickly. Well, this is the only technology that's actually being brought to bear on improving our performance between leaving the station and actually arriving at the scene.
Yeah, we're live on Q Street, and right now investigators trying to figure out why a driver literally ran right into a racing fire truck. Let me show you the car that hit the fire truck. You can see the front end right here, completely smashed in on this Lexus. What investigators say is that this fire truck was headed to an alarm. A down Q Street, as you can see with his lights and sirens on, and then witnesses say that car literally at the stop sign just pulled out in front of this truck, hit him in the side, spun around, and then hit the back of that truck.
And all of a sudden, I heard the siren. And he was about 25 feet away off of my left rear bumper by the time I actually heard the siren. Even if you're a firefighter or a law enforcement officer, you're out there on the street, you could just as easily be a victim of a traffic collision as anybody else. Pull to the right for sirens and lights. Well, first off, you got to hear the siren.
And we had gotten over because we heard the fire truck, and I was looking in my rear view mirror, and I seen the van cutting across the street, and I knew when I seen that van, I thought, oh my God, no, the fire truck, there was no way he could slow down.
I think about the safety of my children, my wife, my family, young and old, as they go about their daily lives. And I know how I'm going to react when an emergency vehicle approaches me or I come upon an incident. But I can't always be confident and comfortable as to how they're going to react when they suddenly become aware of that encroachment. And if they've been given advance warning and can react appropriately, it's going to give me a lot of peace of mind.
I'm looking forward to going back home and sharing this with the stakeholders in our area, King County Fire Chiefs Association, law enforcement community, our insurance authority, our city attorney, and say, how do we get something like this in our area? Again, I think the product sells itself. It's just a matter of getting the pieces linked together so that you can deploy it.
They've shown us one aspect of what this technology can do, and this whole concept, I think, has potential for developing into doing many other things for both the public and for our fire, law enforcement, and other government services.
For more information, visit our website at 911eta.com, Facebook, or Twitter.